Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. It's Malzy here, and happy New Year's Eve. It is the last day of 2025, so I hope your year has been prosperous for you. I know it's been a difficult year for a lot of people, including myself, um, but we're here. Let's hope everyone is happy and healthy, and I hope that for the new year, you have all your goals, your dreams, everything comes true for you. We are back here at the Mediterranean family home. I love this house so much. I think this is probably one of the prettiest houses. Now, I didn't build this. Um, this was built by, I believe, yeah, the maker of this house, the creator, their their name just says Profile One. So whoever you are, thank you for making this house. It is gorgeous. Now, last time we were here, excuse me, I'm so sorry. So last time we were here, this was not a garage. They actually made this into a coffee shop, and I have turned it back into a garage. And I will show you the rest of the house later. Now, I know we did in the last video, we did a lot. We did the living room, which I think was fantastic. We did the entry hall with the angels. We did this hall, but I actually did a major change on this since the last time you were with me. We did the dragonflies on the wall up there, which I love so much. This was the inspiration photo for this area, and as you can see, it is not at all what they asked for, but this is my rendition of it, so this is what I did. I actually decided to turn this into a half bathroom because I realized that the downstairs of this home does not have a bathroom. It didn't have one at all. And there was a place, and I'll show you in a minute, where it was supposed to be a half bath, but I didn't do that to that area. So um, I made this a powder room. And keeping with the Italian kind of Mediterranean style, I went with this photo here, which is in the game, so it's easily accessible for anyone who wants to do this. And I love the stone, and I kept the archway, but I did a tall mirror just to give this some height and to break up all the stone, and then I left this blank on purpose because I just don't think it needs anything. This is a really nice, pretty bathroom. I love this sink, and I love that you can hang towels on it. But anyway, so I changed this entry area where we remember we had the couch right here. I made it into a powder room, and actually I like it a lot better because the space didn't need to be that big, and now this makes more sense here. So that's what I've done with that. The other change I made, oh, and I put a fireplace screen in front of the fireplace. And I added just some lights just to kind of make it. Let me turn this light off so you can see kind of like how it looks. I think that looks so pretty. Also made some changes in the courtyard. I added this little area for a dog bed under the stairs. So I think that came out really nice. I didn't do any other changes in the kitchen. Here's the inspiration photo for the kitchen. And what I didn't realize was that they actually wanted us to open up the wall behind the sink. And then this was supposed to be a sideboard, but you can see I put the table there and I did not open up the area behind the sink. And I'll show you why I did not do that in a minute. And they actually wanted me to make this white. I didn't. I made it that way. I actually feel like that should probably go up to the ceiling. And I left the tile because I liked it. And I added the little coffee station. And so let me pull this out here, and then I'm going to fly in close so you can see this photo. Whoops. Now this is a photo of, it's a Pixabay photo that I saved into my files. But the reason I chose that one is because I actually have a coffee cup that is very similar to that. As you know, I love wolves. I actually have a tattoo of a wolf howling at a blue moon. And it's beautiful. But my very first coffee cup that was actually mine is Wolf Cup, and I still have it to this day. And I've had this thing for, well, I was 16 when I got it, and I'm 48 now. So that's what, 32 years? 32? Is that right? 32? Can I math today? Um, I also added some. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Whoops. I want to change this to clear. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So we've got some appliances here that I put in here. I put the big coffee maker in here as well because I love espresso, but it doesn't fit really anywhere on this in this kitchen. So I put the regular daily coffee pot there and then the espresso machine in here. And I need to fill this with food. I just haven't done it yet. I just recessed it back in there and that's what I've done in the pantry. Now, let me turn that off. Now, the reason I did not open up the kitchen is because this room is a guest room. And this bed was here. It was actually placed right here. So this is what they wanted for this room, but I didn't want to do that. I like the idea of having a guest room on the main level of the home. And this is because of my sister. As you know, I have a sister who is disabled. And even though there are a couple of steps here, that would be okay. But if she were to come and, if this were like my home and she would to come to stay here, this room would be great for her because not only is it big enough where she can freely walk around, but she does have her own private bathroom. And so what they wanted was for this area to be a dining room and then a little powder room here, but I chose not to do that. This is what they wanted for this powder room, which is very cute, don't get me wrong. It's very cute. But it's just it didn't make sense. I chose to keep this as a guest room. So it's very near to the kitchen. Yeah, you're going to have to go down a couple of steps and back up, but that's not too bad. But yeah, I like the guest room. I made this little window seat here and I was able to recess the curtains back into the archways that were already here. So I just kept it like this. And this is why I chose to put the other powder room over by the entryway. Now I know it's a little bit far from the family room, but it is what it is. The other thing I'm going to do, okay, so so this was the inspiration photo. Oscar, hold on one second. Sorry about that. My dog was like coughing or something. I don't know if you can hear him. He's all right though. He's okay. Okay. He's okay. All right. So this was the inspiration photo for the living room, and as you can see, I also have changed it a bit. I gave them a bigger couch. Now, I don't know when this profile was created, so I don't know how old it is, but this used to be the only sectional couch we had until they gave us this one in the, I believe it was the Scooby-Doo update. So So I gave them this sectional couch and then I gave them these chairs because they just looked more comfortable to sit on than these little ottoman stool things. I just wasn't digging that. But I like this, but the thing is I don't like this. I like the wall, but what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a really nice built-in fireplace with some custom shelves. I do like the flowers though; those are staying. But I'm gonna rebuild this, give it a fireplace, and I'm going to just redo it. And there will be, the TV's still gonna go there. The other thing I wanted to show you is I made changes in the courtyard. Remember last time we had a table here and I just decided I didn't like that. So what I did was I moved the pizza oven thing that was here and I made this custom fireplace. This is actually one of the new fireplaces we got. I just surrounded it with the stone and the mantle, and I'm going to put some more stuff on it. And again, with like the Venice style, I added the flowers and I added a seating area. So I like that much better. It's just a place to come, enjoy the fire. It looks more cozy to me. It really does. It just looks cozy. And I'll show you, I didn't get rid of the pizza oven. I'll show you where I put it in a minute. But I just think this is just a place to come. It is open to the air, so you could come out here, sip your wine. In fact, let's do that. Oh, here's something I learned today. I was perusing. I did not know that this box is resizable. I did not know that. So you can make a tray of any size you want with this box. I learned this today from, I was perusing YouTube before I got up this morning and I found this creator. I will give her credit right now as soon as I figure out. The creator is Joe Interiors, and she made something super cool. I think it's a she. If you're a guy, I'm sorry. Let me know. He or she. I'm not going to use they because you're not a plural person. You're a one person. He or she used this box to make a high chair, which I thought was brilliant, and I'm totally going to steal that idea. I'm probably going to put it in this house because there is a child's bedroom. There is a kid's room in this house. So I'm going to create a high chair. But the thing is that box is resizable, and I did not know that until this morning. So we're going to put some wine out here because I think this is a great place to come and sip some wine or champagne. We'll put champagne because it's New Year's Eve. Let's put some champagne. Let's change the color though, because champagne is usually like a sparkling color. Let's do that one. Put some sparkling champagne out here with some wine glasses. Oh, they actually have a champagne glass. There it is. Put a couple champagne glasses out here. Let's do a little charcuterie board. Get a small, is that big enough? That's probably big enough. Let's get, um, let's get the cheese, of course. You know what? I don't even think we need that charcuterie board. I mean, the plate. Let's get, whoops, let's get some cheese, a couple slices, and the grapes. A couple of things of grapes. And let's get, what else? Mm, that's a bagel? That's not a bagel. Actually, let's do it this way. You know what it is? This is too far. This is too close. So we're going to put this here. Now, I don't know how you guys celebrate New Year's Eve, but I'm too old. I do not do the party thing. I don't care. I don't care. There we go. I wish we had like meat type things for a charcuterie board, but we don't. So anyway, there's our my husband's texting me some things. Um sorry. So yeah, I wish we had like salami, but we don't. Or, something like that. But we don't. And we don't have olives, which I don't like, but most people do. I'm just a weirdo. But anyway, we got some croissants and some grapes and some cheese. And I think that will be just fine. Or, ooh, I wish we had strawberries. But anyway, I'm going to decorate this a little bit more. And let me show you where I moved that pizza oven to. I actually moved it out here. And I smashed it right against the wall, which of course you can't do. You couldn't do this if you were in story mode, unless you built the roof around it. You could do that, but anyway, I put it out here, and I also moved the table out here because it just kind of makes more sense to me. So yeah, that's where I didn't get rid of it. I just moved it. So that's that. Now for the man cave, the inspiration photos. What they wanted was a pool table in the middle of the room, and they wanted a couch, which okay, that's okay, but I like this better. Now, I tried to put the pool table here, but it's just too big for the space. It really is. It's just too big for the space. And so what I did instead was I put the couch here, I put the air hockey table here, and then I put the bar here, and I got rid of that wall, that kind of like weird wall, because it was just too claustrophobic in here. And I made this drink station, which does have its own light. I made this wet bar, and I put a sink in there originally, but then I decided not to. And I embedded this in here because we need a place to store the glasses. Oh, that one's not going to open. Oh, they're not going to open. It doesn't open because it's smashed in there a little bit farther, but that's okay. The door's still open and I can still put glasses in there and stuff. But yeah, so we've got a wet bar here, which actually also has direct line right out to the courtyard from this. So if you want to make yourself a drink, you can get yourself a drink or a cup of coffee, and or a glass of wine or whatever, and go straight out to the courtyard. I also have snacks in here and beer and snacks in here, beer and energy drinks. And theirs is Leviathan, but so we've got the regular Leviathan energy drinks and the sugar-free ones because I like the white sugar-free ones. Those are my favorite. And I know this doesn't open all the way. It's because it's embedded into the wall. And snacks, which again, direct line right out to the courtyard. But the thing I was thinking, but again, I was thinking instead of having this bar here, maybe I'll put a small one in. I mean, this is already well, maybe I'll put like a corner one. Maybe I'll put one like right here. Like, let's do this. Let's try this. Let's see how we like it. I don't want it to stick out too far. Hmm. No, I don't like that. Because again, I want to build a custom fireplace here. I just think that's going to make this room look so much cozier. It's going to make it way cozier, I think. So but I do want like a couple of bar stools. So let's try, you know what I think would work well? Um, this one, like maybe one of these, or even this one. We'll just put a couple of them there. Oh, that's a corner one. That's not a bad idea. Maybe we'll do, I mean, it doesn't have to be huge. Maybe we'll put it, let's see, like this. And then, of course, we're going to change all the wood and stuff, but let's see. This one needs to change this way. You know what? Okay, I have a better idea. I have a better idea. I figured it out. That we're going to keep. But let's get rid of this. And this. And this. This up. And then we'll put these here. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Let's do the bigger one. Is it going to fit? I don't know. Let's see. Let's try it. We're going to make it fit no matter what. It's going to fit. I don't care. It's going to fit. Or, okay, wait. Wait. Let's do this one. Let's see how many of these we can get in here. 3. Looks like we can fit 3 of them in there. Or, let's try, hold on. Oops. Okay, 3 of them don't fit, doesn't fit there. Okay. Bear with me. Bear with me. We're gonna get this. Because now I'm determined. Oh, I know what we could do. I know what we can use instead. So let's put our, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this one. Well, let's put this one in the middle. I feel like I feel like okay, we're gonna smash this into the wall. Does this still open? Oh, look how cool that looks. And okay, that one doesn't open, but that's fine. I'm okay with that because this one does still open and that one still opens. So we're okay there. The other thing we could try, let's do grid snapping, no. Ignore collisions, yes, okay. Because this will let us, let's try this. Okay, so that did not work. Whoops, that did not work, but that's okay because we'll just put it back like this. Okay, and then we're going to bring this down and we're going to resize this. Oh, that's going to drive me nuts. You know what? I don't think we need that. Let's just, okay, let's just do it this way, and then we're going to change this to black. We're going to change this to wood, European walnut. Oh, that's really pretty. And then we're going to change this color to our faded orange one. Oh, that looks so pretty. That's perfect. Now, and now we can put our bar stools here. And yeah, I know one of them doesn't open, but that's okay. It fits our theme. And it's really, really pretty. I guess I could turn off my flashlight. We could still fit 4 of our bar stools here. And it doesn't look too crowded, and it doesn't block this doorway right here. Yeah, that's way better. I like that. And I think instead of having, let's do, yeah. Instead of having that, oh, that's much better. That just works so much better. I wonder if we can try it. It may not work, but that's okay. No, you can't do stone. That's okay. We'll just keep it like that. Okay, that looks really pretty though. I love that. That's beautiful. Much better. Now we've got a place for the bar, and they can, and you know, they could bring their bar stools out here and watch the game. Um, but we're gonna now we're gonna build a custom fireplace right here. And let's see. Okay, first of all, we got to move the TV. Where can we put the TV? Whoops. We'll just stick it right there for now. And we're also going to get rid of this and this and that and that. We're going to put it back. Don't worry, we'll put it back. I just need that wall space. And then let's do, whoops, shoot. I need another wall here. I just need that much. And then we're going to do that and that. And then we're going to take out one of these and this. Let's see. 3 and this is 4, I can tell. Okay, so we need to take out 2 more layers of this. There we go. And we'll take out, yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. And now for this, I need that European walnut. There we go. Okay, that's one. Okay, now what we need is, let's zhuzh this up a little bit. We're going to zhuzh it up. We're going to give it an arch. Where's my arch? Here it is. I'm going to zhuzh this up a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same stone. And then instead of fireplace logs, because this is like more of a manly space, I want to do this. But we're going to do this in black iron with bronze details. And then we're going to do, I don't know where the fireplace logs are. I don't know where they keep them. I can never find them. Oh, there they are. Okay, they're in, okay, that's where they are. All right. That just cozied it right on up, don't you think? Now, I also think we need an archway above the fireplace. So we're going to get that as well. I'm going to put it here. I love that. That is so pretty. And then the TV still fits perfect. There we go. That looks so much better. I love it. Love it, love it, love it so much. Now, to add the final touch to this custom fireplace, we are going to go into the decorative things, and we're going to get one of these, and we're going to turn this into European walnut, and then we're going to just put them right here, just to finish it off. Oh, that looks so pretty. Gorgeous. Or, oh, you know what? Instead, let's get, instead of that, let's get one of these. Whoops. Ah, I hit the wrong button. That's okay. Now, but Malzy, it's too big. I know. Give me a minute. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. And I don't even mind that it's a little bit sticking into the inside of the fireplace because the actual fireplace is this. That is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning, I think. I think anyway. I love that. Gorgeous. Okay, now we need to decorate this. This needs to come this way just a little bit. This one needs to go that way. Whoops. That way just a little bit. That's better. Okay, now I love the stone. That looks so much cozier. Oh, and then, we can put these things back up here. And of course, the cake. We'll put the cake right in the middle. I tried to make it like a manly looking cake. And then maybe we'll put some drinks out there, but in a minute. But okay, now we need, you know what would make this finish this off is like this, but let's do the stone, let's do the gray granite is what we're doing, and then the faded orange one. Because it gives it a different texture. There we go. And then we need like a tall plant, but one that's like kind of not girly. Oh, that's so gorgeous. That is gorgeous. And okay, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to move this to the middle of the room. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, let's add some lights to the sides of that. So what's a good wall sconce? I like this. I feel like that's going to do well. Let's get away from the wood. Let's do black. And then for this, we'll do our faded orange one. Or no, let's do a pattern. I always use that one. Let's do something else. Oh, that's way too busy. Let's do... That might work. Let's do our faded orange one here. And then for this one, we'll do... I love that. That's what we're going to do. And then we'll get a light switch. We'll put it right here. And then... Okay, let's move this because it doesn't really make a lot of sense over there. Let's put this here and then we'll turn this off, and then look at the glow that you get from that. Look at how pretty that looks. Let's turn the TV on. That is gorgeous. I love that. Okay, let's change the channel because ain't nobody gonna be watching. Um, my husband loves Ancient Aliens, so that's what we're gonna have on the TV here. But that is so cozy. The other thing, the last thing we need is okay. The last thing we need is a couple of pillows. So let's grab some pillows. I want the bigger ones though. And let's do the same leaf pattern that we did on the lampshade. And I like those colors. I like them just the way they are. And then we just need this one here. Yeah, there we go. That looks way cozier. And you know what? Let's go ahead and put this over here as well. So it's, there we go. I love that. We've got our modern aliens on the TV because that's what my husband likes to watch. He loves that show. And I feel like this is not centered. It has to be centered or it's on that wall or it's going to drive me insane. There we go. It's not centered. There we go. Okay. Now, and you know, we got to put it a little bit out. So there. This is such a nice, like, media room, man cave room, whatever. I know we have two family rooms, media room. That's fine. Oh, and I took out the door here because I felt like we didn't need it. Um, we just don't. We don't need the door because we have the archway. So this is more like more masculine. Oh, we gotta have the remote. I always forget the remote. Let's get a remote. We use this one because like nobody has channels anymore. Everybody streams everything. Nobody types in a channel number anymore. I'm gonna have to go soon, but let's do at least an hour. But okay, so I love that fireplace. That is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. I think now we need to work on this one. Oh, real quick too. So here's the garage. I turned this into the laundry room. Here's the laundry room. It's not done, of course, but oh, we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna we're gonna get an actual rug in here. Oh, and I guess I should put a door here. That'd probably be a good idea. Put a door there, Malzy. Let's do this one. I like that one. That's a nice one. Okay. Yeah. We'll put it this way, but then we need to change the orientation to that way. And then, okay. I like this. I like this. But it doesn't fit in our man cave room because we don't have a pool table and the pool table is too big. I really, really tried to fit it in here and it just does not fit. So I think we're gonna put this here. We'll put it here on this wall. So it's still here. Like I love that it's here. I love that they gave us some artwork. And actually, I really need to make a copy of that and save it into my files because I really like that one. I love these. I really need to, manly men doing manly things. Man things. My husband calls it man shit. This one, oh, I see why they put this in here. I was like, this doesn't really fit, but then now I see the pool table. Again, I tried to fit it in there and it just doesn't work. It just does not work. And I know I said we would put those inward arches back, but I like this better. So that's what we're doing. We're leaving it like that. I love that fireplace. That is so pretty. Now, if you were in story mode, you would not be able to do that like that. You could, however, if you wanted to, you could bring the mantle out another square, because this is just, this is just squares. You could bring it out like this. And then, you know, bring these out like that. And that would also work. Because, when you would just have a gap right there, which is fine. I don't even mind that. Actually, I think I kind of like that better, to be honest, because it makes it more robust. Now, in story mode, this is how you would do this. But, and I wish with all my might, I wish they would give us um, sandbox tools available in story mode. Actually, I like that better. I like that better because it's more like it gives it that little. We'll pull these out just a little bit. It gives it just that little something extra. I don't know if I'm making any sense to you. Am I making sense to you or am I just rambling? That just made it perfect. I mean, it was already perfect, but it's even more perfect now, in my opinion. And then I think I also want to. My poor iguana, he's hungry and I have no food for him. I need to go to the store. I ran out of it yesterday. I think we're going to do this. That's better. Now it all matches. Maybe we'll put this a little bit further out. I mean, it's a good sized room, but and if we didn't have these deep archway windows, the pool table would fit in here so much better. But I wanted seating in here, and I figured this is a place where the guys can come and watch Modern Aliens or the big game, football, baseball, basketball, whatever game they like, hockey, whatever game they like. Um, but I just feel like this is such a cozy like man cave. And we got the air hockey table. That's good enough. That's fine. But yeah, I definitely don't want to get rid of this. It just doesn't fit in this room right now, unfortunately. And so yeah. I mean, I guess we could put it here. It doesn't really make sense, but I guess we could put it there. And then this one as well. We could put it here. Anyway, I love it. It's so pretty. Okay. Oh, and for the upstairs. Oh, and I just love this little dog area. And I'm so glad they finally gave us dog patterns. Because I'm a dog person. If you're a cat person, that's great. Cats are great too, but I love dogs over cats. Um, so I just love this little dog area. I think it's so cute. I love this house. Like I almost wanna make this my forever home, my house in um in story mode, but I can't. Okay, so now this, oh, I see how they did that. That's how you do the rounded corners. It's that one piece. Okay. So this artwork was all here, so we are definitely keeping it. And if you look here in this inspo photo right here, you can see that they wanted this to go, there was like a wall here with some columns and they wanted that to go away. And I actually really agree with that because now you can see the beautiful dragonfly that we put there. And so this is the inspo photos for this area right here. Oh, this one goes right here, right? Yeah, it goes right here. Goes right there. We can put that there. I like that. I'm okay with that. And then they have just like an ottoman here, and then they have a desk. Oh, I like this idea. Because you kind of have this. Oh, I like that. That's really pretty. I think though what we're going to do is we're going to build this up one, maybe two. And then we'll get the desk. I believe they want this to go via desk, which I like. That's a pretty desk. It's a very pretty desk. And let's go with the black. Let's go with not stained birch, but let's go with American ash. Oh, I like the stained birch top. That's really pretty. All right. And yeah, we'll just put this right here in the middle. Right? Where are we going to hang this? Let's hang this right here. Okay, so there's, oh, it's almost like they wanted it too. They have the floor. And you know what? This room will actually put the way they want. We'll do exactly what they want in this room because it's really pretty. I like the way they have it, so we'll do it. They want this one. Let's change this to the American ash. And they wanted it on each side of the desk, which is fine. And then they wanted, I think they wanted this chair. Oh, it's so funny. Look, they wanted the vines on the window, and I put the vines on the window, and I didn't even know that that's what they wanted. So this is green. Whoops. Okay, so we're just gonna copy this. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, what color is this? If you guys hear my son's alarm clock, I'm so sorry. I think it was it faded green 3. Is it? Is that what it is? Oh, faded warm green 3. Okay. Faded warm green 3. That's the way that's what they wanted. And then they wanted the ottoman. They wanted this one. And I think they left it the way that it is. And we're going to actually change that. Okay. That works. Now they wanted this. They wanted this part to be like that. And then these are also going to be European walnut. Okay, so that's that. And then they wanted the round rug, but we're going to make it green instead. We're going to and probably put a pattern in it. So let's get the nice big round rug. We're going to make the fringe the faded warm green 3. And then I don't actually mind that. Let's make this the faded warm green 3. And then, whoops, let's make this color. Yeah, let's do that. And then just because this isn't matching now, let's go ahead and make this the European walnut. And that is so pretty. Okay, now this photo can go right there. Oh, and they wanted... Okay, we can totally do that. I like that color. Okay, so let's make these... let's put these where they go. Middle one. This one goes in the middle. There we go. And I see what they did there. Oh, they wanted the white brick. But I like the damage, the old brick. Um, okay. So that's that. We're going to leave that alone. And then they wanted, oh, okay. They wanted a plant here, which is, we can totally do that. We'll do that. Oh, I forgot the little plant. Let me put, where is it? I think it's this one. I think they wanted this one over here. Like that. There we go. And I'm not going to mess with that. I think that looks great the way that it is. But you know what? I'm not digging this. I'm sorry. I feel like I want I feel like I want a cozy chair, like a this one. And we'll put a small table here. And the reason is because I just feel like if you're gonna cozy up with a book or something right there, I love this. We're gonna use this. And if I have to use the move tool to get it the way that I want it, I will. I don't care. Oh, there we go. It's right there. I know that doesn't quite open all the way, but that's okay. That's so much better. And then I think we'll put a small lamp right there. Maybe even just this one. And then that chair has an ottoman that goes with it. It's this right here. Because, okay, you could sit here, put your feet up, get a book and read it, enjoy that fireplace. We need something better on this fireplace than this. I don't mind these. These can stay. This can go here. Let's put a picture here. And then I'm going to have to go because I have things to do today. I can't just sit on the computer and play games all day. I wish I could, but I can't. I got things to do. What? Okay, before we do this, what? So, okay, it's an oak frame. Okay. It's an oak frame. Okay. And is it that, no, it's, it's this one. So we'll continue with the oak and then let's find a nice picture to put there. Because if you're sitting in that chair enjoying the warm fireplace, we want something pretty to look at. That's actually really pretty. And that's going to fit perfect right there. Oh, that just totally makes that fireplace space. Okay, and this is a little bit too cold for me. So let's change this instead of driftwood. Let's put it to the European walnut and then that's the back. I like that better. Yeah, that's much better. Now I think, okay, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to sell this door and we're going to get the sliding door. And I know it's not as pretty, but it's going to work better for this space. And we'll make it, you know, we'll do this black. Um, that looks better. I like that. I like that a lot. And then just to finish off this space, let's put a curtain up. Bring this here. And then let's, you know what, let's do this. Whoops, no, not duplicate, copy. I love that. And then I feel like to finish off this room, okay, let's get rid of these because I don't like those. And I like this. We're gonna really upsize these, don't worry. We're gonna make it this. We're gonna put it like this. There we go. And I don't like this, so let's get rid of that. And let's grab another one of these. We'll put it right here. There we go. And then just to, that is not, just to finish it off, let's do this one. This might be too big. Oh no, it'll fit. And then let's get like a medium plant. Maybe this one? Yeah, I like that. That looks so cozy. Now the last thing we need. Whoops. No. Oh, these people are that are calling me. Whoops. There we go. Now, okay, we're not going to be able to fit a computer in there. I hate to just like slap a laptop on here and be done with it, but oh, you know what we could do? You know what let's do? Let's just say this is like an all-in-one computer, like a Mac, like a iMac. Now I wish they would give us, you know how in House Flipper 1 they gave us the Maple computer? I wish they would give us that in House Flipper 2. So devs, I know you don't watch my streams, but if you do, or my videos, but if you do, I would love to have a computer set that is Maple, you know, instead of Apple. Um, bugging me today. Why are y'all bugging me? Don't bug me. Let's get the PC keyboard, but let's make it black. We're definitely not going to get a wired mouse, because who has a wired mouse anymore? Oh, there it is. That looks so much better. I like that. Okay. And then let's get a tiny plant. Let's get something cute. A little dog one. There it is. Get the cute little dog thing. Let's put him over here. And then we'll get little tiny plants. I like the Venus flytrap. Have you ever had one? They're actually pretty cool. And then let's get so I know you're thinking, Malzy, that's the wrong side, but I'm left-handed, so it's what I want. Little journal right there. There we go. I love that. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Now, we're going to go for about another 20 minutes, and then I got to go. I seriously have to go. Let's grab one of these, and let's put it here. Put it right there. Now, I'm thinking we need something here. Bear with me. Malzy, what the hell are you doing? Bear with me. I have an idea. Because this is a Mediterranean house, we need a archway here. Actually, wait. Let's get this. I think I'm gonna get rid of those. We don't need those. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna get this. We're gonna put this here. Okay. Now, this is gonna like make it pop. What? Why didn't it do it? Dang it! That's what I want. Oh, look how pretty that looks! Look how pretty that looks! Look how pretty that looks! Oh my goodness! Oh, there's dirt right there. You see that? That looks so pretty! I love that. That's gorgeous. And let's see. You know what? Let's do. This one maybe? Maybe we'll bring it down just a little bit more. No. Not digging it. Let's try this one. Oh, that's much better. That's pretty. I like that. And then instead of... Yeah. Instead of that, let's do this. Oh yeah, I like that. Let's get rid of that one. Oh, that's so much prettier. Much better. And then we'll get... we'll put that on its own light switch. And then after that, I gotta go. Okay. So if we turn all these lights off, that's so pretty. Okay. All right. That is all the time I have for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back here next time. Bye.